As we have loaded into Babylon, apparently Babylon is now becoming a Zerg pick. It's very weird to me. Unless Vindicta had back-to-back picks. Maybe it was like A, B, B, A. Top left side, we're looking at the main base of the Finnish. The Zerg won a cool game on Ancient, lost an awesome game on Grass 1. We're all tied up. This is Mixu. Yeah, sorry about misclicking, guys. It's too hot. I need to turn on the lights in my kitchen as well. Bottom right side, we are looking at the main base of the American Terran, representing the Platinum Heroes, fighting out of San Diego, California. It's Mixu. No, it's Vindicta. Alright, I really need to turn on my lights. I can't even do intros anymore, guys. It is time. It is time. Hopefully this is a little bit better. Alrighty, game 3. Do we have anything weird happening in the first 2.5 minutes here on Babylon? We've got a Reaper. I hope it's the same cool Reaper that Vindicta accidentally made at minute 15. That lived for like 5 minutes. What was the... Since Mixu's in the chat, I guess we can ask Mixu. Did you pick Babylon or is it ABBA? Okay. This is apparently also a Vindicta map pick, guys. So Mixu picked the first map and then Vindicta picks map 2 and 3. And Mixu gets number 4. I was about to say, I know the times are tough for the Zergies out there, but if we start picking Babylon against Terran, then it's really dire. We've got a starport. It's double gas. I feel like in the previous games Vindicta drops the 30C even earlier, so maybe he is switching it up a little bit. Wants to get some quicker starport units out. Perhaps worried after the craziness that Mixu did in game 1. I'll keep an eye on that. Yes sir, dominance by picking a Terran map. Alright, next time I'm playing against a Terran, like map 1 I was like Babylon. To be fair, there are 2 or 3 weird prototypes out there. I think Drogo had that speech, right? At the Homestead Cup. Where he said that he actually likes Babylon against Terran. And I was like, well, I think that's kind of crazy. But I don't like to disagree too much with Drogo. Because he can get fired up. Then I asked the other protos we were casting with whether it was Hearthstone or Shadowne. And they were like, no, that's first veto. And I was like, okay. It's like I'm kind of more on that side. We've got a Cryptomar being picked off. Mixu, how much did we scout? Has not decided to sacrifice any overlords yet. So definitely way quicker cloak banshees this time around for our men Vindicta. As Mixu does drop a roach one. But it's a much later roach one than it was in the first game. And that was obviously of 2 bases, now we're on 3. I hope your summer, by the way, is going good, John. Hopefully you're happy, mate, and everything's going well. I will do my best to relax a little bit this week. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We'll be chilling. The only Terran hope? Yes. We have 1 Terran in the top 16 of this community tournament that is brought to you guys by the Platinum Heroes. I suck at Hungary, mate. I've already accepted that. I don't mind. As long as I finish and I bring home 1 or 2 points, it's another great weekend. I'm just trying to be Mr. Sunday. Now, Hungary is tough. But if I practice it a little bit, maybe I have some fun with it. I also have to play a bit more Stormgate, because I've played very little so far. I tried to play a custom game. No, never mind. I cannot say anything, damn it. Ignore me. XD, moving on. Things are good, a little stressful. We're trying to fix stuff around the house, and my eldest graduated, so we're throwing a party. Nothing like a good old party in the summer, mate. Congrats! And hopefully all the house renovations go well, and it's over soon. I was actually planning on replacing one of the fences in the backyard this summer, but then I paid my taxes and I realized I should be happy if I can buy a Big Mac menu this week. So we'll do that first and then we'll replace the fence. Double clock Banshee, that is obviously a bit earlier because we were doing it off 2 bases rather than 3. It's not really getting a whole lot done. I think if you are a Mixer here, you're like, well, good enough, mate. I know that hinders your economy. Mixu only losing 2 drones. That's completely fine. The third is done right now for Vindicta, but obviously it's not as quick as it was in some of the other games. Roddy the handyman? No, I would not be doing that myself, mate. My neighbors ask me if they want to go, like, oh, you want to go 50-50? I'm like, or at least, I don't know if they have that in mind or not. I hope so for them, otherwise it's a no. The first thing I said was like, yeah, we can replace it. But I'm not doing that myself, so... If you guys want to do it yourself, that's fine, but I'm hiring someone who knows what he's doing. I know what I'm good at. And working in the garden is not one of those things. I'd rather pay a bit extra and let it be done by a professional than ruin it myself and be annoyed by the terrible job I've done in the next 5 years. Hello, hello, Trigger. Did you play against Lambo in the lower bracket of your tournament? Thank you, Lordington, for the 7 months, mate. Much love. We've got the double stim forward here of Vindicta with the 16 Marines. Mixu, well, is he playing a little similar to, I guess, how Yona sometimes plays on this map. I'm never a believer in Roaches and Ravagers, but then I see Sarah do it and I'm like, pretty good. Then I see Reyna do it and I'm like, man, Roaches and Ravagers suck. Let's see how Mixu is gonna make us feel, guys. Where do you live, Mega? This is an interesting attack, the 5 Hellbat Reaper attack. Oh no, Mixu was right-clicking on the rocks there as he lost a bunch of Roaches and Ravagers. He was like, oh cool, I'm getting Hellbats for free. And he's just right-clicking on some rocks. Meanwhile, the Marines were wailing away. 2 Ravagers and a Roach. Could have been worse, but obviously still kind of painful. Yeah, Ian Blood, that was Reyna. To be fair, he's been playing a decent amount of Roaches lately. As Mixu goes for a Roach run-by, and he now realizes that that's not quite as good as the Zergling run-bys he was doing in Game 1 and Game 2. I just kind of feel that Roaches really suck against Terrans that don't do anything. And Vindicta is a man who definitely likes to chill, lean back, and just play a nice good old best of 5 with some late game. And suddenly you're stuck on Roaches. This really sucks. And of course you can slowly but steady trade them out for better units. But it always feels bad to just right click them into a meat grinder. The UK? We had a pretty bad storm last week, but where I live it wasn't too bad. I guess we got lucky. But a couple provinces up, a lot of people suffered. This is not quite the drop that I think Vindicta had in mind. It had a lot of potential. But since he only unloaded 5 Marines or so, it didn't really get too much done. Now we've got 16 Marines on both sides of the map. They snipe a lurker. They're going to get on top of the hatchery as well. They will kill the hatchery. One more lurker. Mixu's a little bit off this game. The double drop in the main base as well. Still going strong at this point. I'm going to get the lurker then as well, even before Seismic Spines is done. And the supply still looks pretty promising for Mixu. But it's gotta be feeling like you're losing this game at this point. Especially with the Banshees just having a good old time as well. Losing a bunch of lurkers, losing the lurker den, losing a base, losing drones. Now you're still stuck on all these stupid Roaches that obviously can't really do a whole lot. What happened to Mixu? I think he played a late game TVZ. Like the fact that Terran is good on Grass 1 is not what really helps Terran players. It's that they mentally break the Zergs, and after that the Zergs always play terrible in the next few games. You drag them to the late game of Grass 1 and you win the entire best of 5. That is some Giga Chat gaming by the Terran players. Mixu is still in it. Can obviously rebuild the Lurker then, can get a couple of these Lurker upgrades, and then we still have a very good shot. Since the ghost count at the moment is a bit low, these benches are important. But there's not too much you can get done against the Hydra numbers. Were a little bit too high. Vindicta still being a nuisance with that one drop in the bottom left side. The Terran players are very good these days in keeping their drops alive for as long as possible. And then you can just kind of pick up and unload over and over again. And while that is happening, the lurkers are left by themselves, and these are not the most intimidating lurkers. Liberators make sure that there is always a bit of
justice reigns
from above. And with Liberators, even the Marines have the courage to stim forward. This could honestly be a very long game once more. First two best of fives were short, guys, but this is really turning into one for the ages. We didn't have like the ultra late game. The games have been very fun and action-packed. Especially here on Babylon. If Vindicta does decide that he just wants to slowly consume his side of the map, this is going to go on for a very long time. Only 15, pathetic. Not at all, mate. Thank you, Blaze, for the 15 months. Much love. You have a few random stray Marines in the center of the map battling out with queens. We got to think back a little bit to Ancient, where at one point Mixu's queen count was just a bit too low. He needs to make sure that he doesn't find himself in that position once more. 5 queens now, I guess, is alrighty. It's not crazy, but it's alright. I think that's just relentless with these Marine drops in the main base. Mixu probably thought like, okay, I'm safe. I've got a bunch of spores. Now even that Hive is very low on HP, and the Hive very casually gets sniped by a double drop of Marines. And that obviously means no more... Oh my goodness. It doesn't just mean no more Vipers. He also cannot get Adaptive Talents now. Forever. Wait, this is not a Hive. This is a lair, right? Oh my goodness. Now he's never going to be able to get Adaptive Talents for the Lurkers until he rebuilds the entire Hive. That is very rough. That is very rough. We do still have a bunch of Lurkers here, and Lurkers with range are intimidating. What do we got here? Double Liberator res in the bottom left side. Ooh, nuclear missile! Will Mixu see it, guys? At the moment, Mixu doesn't know. Mixu is the red dot. It's the red dot! Ah! Okay. Mixu does find the red dot. Shouldn't lose too much. There's some larva, so that works out okay. Even gets the ghost kill. It's a changeling. Liberated 9 this base in the bottom side of the map. I hope that Mixu realizes, by the way, that he doesn't... Yeah, I guess that's a very obvious one. Mixu is going to rebuild that hive, but it's still going to take a couple minutes before that's done, and only afterwards. Being aggressive with lurkers without adaptive talents is, I want to say, kind of impossible. At least he's got seismic spines, so that's nice. Goes having a fun time here. I gotta say though, guys, if I was a lurker, I don't want to be a Mixu lurker. He just kind of uses you once and then he forgets about you. You think you're meaningful, you think you mean something, but he just moves on with his life. And then you're stuck there being a Mixu lurker. Sad. Perhaps a slightly unnecessary power bomb, but it does guarantee the kill on that Liberator. The Mixu says, alright, when can I finally be aggressive? Can you do something, Mr. Vindicta? And Vindicta's like, no, I'm actually pretty happy with how this game is going so far. Chilling. Double Liberator in production. This time around, we do go for the advanced ballistics, by the way. No fancy medevac upgrade. How many Vipers do we have? It's just 2. Make it 1. Honestly, I don't really see Mixu winning this unless Vindicta truly messes up. If he makes a big boo-boo, then okay, maybe he's gonna go somewhere. At the moment, this doesn't really look that promising for Mixu. Thorn says he doesn't hate Mixu's position. Well, doesn't have a lot of gas. It's just gonna have an incredibly difficult time killing Ghost. I think Mixu can win, but only if Vindicta makes mistakes. I think Vindicta is very comfortable in the late game. And clearly, he was in no hurry to play this series. Whenever they may have played, this man was not in any hurry. Yes, Lord Lordington, that's absolutely possible. I'm not an expert, but that is possible. But that's more of a monitor setting than a StarCraft 2 setting. Alright, goes for the medevac boost again right after advanced ballistics, so... Probably was on purpose, guys. It probably was on purpose. How do we engage this Terran army? 5 Liberators with advanced ballistics, a bunch of ghosts, a bunch of tanks. Mixu at least finally has the speed upgrade for the lurkers. And he did have over 20 lurkers not too long ago. Now only has 12. He's already lost 21 lurkers in this game. To me this feels like a beating. This right here, my friends, is abuse. We are not cancelling the hatchery in the bottom side of the map. Lurker was not able to save the day against that little drop. A couple of nukes have gone down. Mixu says, alright mate. You wanna play the late game? I'll play the late game already. The thing is that ghosts are too damn good in these scenarios. Maybe to make late game more balanced, ghosts should not have 200 energy but like 100. That'd be fun. Making this screen smaller though would not be a competitive advantage, Ducky. You can definitely play games in certain sizes, resolutions. But it has to do with your monitor settings. You need some software for it. It doesn't have to do anything with StarCraft 2 specifically. We have the ghosts running forward. They land a couple snipes, then they do get fungled. We have even a second fungal, guys. A third fungal, and one ghost dies. Big. Actually big. Vindicta is now dropping 5 factories at once. And he's like, you know what, I'm very rich. I want to get a couple of Thors. Already has a whole bunch of starports. Actually, only 2. Thought he had more. But producing 4 Vikings at a time should be fine. We do have SCVs falling now. Somewhere. As we had Vindicta trying to be cheeky with a ghost and landing a magical nuke. But that ain't going to happen. First Big Daddy Thor is on the way. Yeah, but he wants to see less, guys. He's talking about seeing less, not more. Chill. To be fair, when StarCraft 2 came out, I was still playing on 4x3 monitors. And I could never really think of going to 16:9. And we were all playing on 4x3. And then suddenly some nerds were playing 69. We're like, you can see more on that. We're like, what the hell? That's unfair. But then we all stopped using 4:3 and we're like, oh, I guess it's okay. But that was a very big deal in the first year of StarCraft 2. And I hated it. Because I tried playing Warcraft once on a widescreen monitor and I was like, man, that shit really sucks. I love 4x3. It made me happy. Marines and Marauders battling it out with roaches, I guess still from the early game, as Liberators will make sure there is justice that reigns from above. And all the Spore Crawlers get cancelled. And Vindicta is just kind of playing the most casual, chill best of 5 of his life. But cool, late game. The longer this game goes, the more energy my ghost will have. The more I can snipe, the more I can cloak. And the harder it will be for Mixu to get a good fight. I don't know if I'm feeling the Mixu Roach Ravager against Terran. Pew pew pew, pew pew. Did a nuke land on the front line? I don't think it did. If I missed it, I apologize. We're gonna have a whole bunch of snipes. Like, I wish that I could get excited over this, but to me it really just feels that Mixu is slowly but steady dying. He's just kind of losing shit everywhere. Vindicta now has stores that are stuck. Okay, well, Mixu agrees with me, guys. Mixu just agrees with me.